Millwall CK, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy. You know, it's been a minute. Um, it's been a minute. Pre-season is well underway. It's finished now, actually. To be fair with you, and we are now getting ready for what will be the new championship season away at QPR Saturday coming. This ain't a pre-match prediction. This is not what this is. This is more of a what should we call it? A pre-season roundup, some news, and just a quick chat because it's been a while since I've uploaded here. I've missed it. Obviously, I've had some issues. Well, I say issues, but things that I've needed to deal with outside of YouTube. But we're back. Let's start off with the first bit of important news. I'm reading here now on the tablet. Gary Rowett saying that Mason Bennett, I'll get my words out in a minute, is a very, very severe doubt for the start of the season. Bennett came on in the 61st minute in Millwall's 3-0 win against Ipswich on Saturday, I think it was, Saturday or Sunday. I can't even remember, but yeah. Gary Rowett felt Millwall should have had a penalty after the geezer apparently just completely clattered into Mason Bennett. I'm going to get there in a minute. Rowett felt that it should have been a penalty. Obviously, Bennett came on for Jed Wallace in the 61st minute, and with 9 minutes remaining, Mason Bennett was subsequently hooked off by Gary Rowett. Rowett fears that Mason Bennett has rolled his ankle in the tackle, and that he could be sidelined. I'm going to say for 6 weeks upwards. Anything more, fingers crossed. It's not that severe, but it's just very, very unfortunate that we've picked up an injury in pre-season, man. It's just very unfortunate. These non-league teams, they don't really give a fuck. Well, I say non-league, sorry, League One teams. Ipswich, we know what Ipswich are about. They're a very physical side. They'll get stuck in. But unfortunately, it's resulted in one of our players being injured. And I would say a key player as well, because I feel that Benno is going to be very key this season. But yeah, as I say, Millwall played a pre-season friendly on the weekend just gone. They played Ipswich at Portman Road. Millwall run out 3-0 winners. Bennett Kofobi grabbing 2 goals, and I think Jed Wallace grabbing the other. Very good to see Jed Wallace back and playing. I was under the illusion from Gary Rowett that he said that Jed was in a race to be fighting fit for the start of the season. So to get Jed back into the picture in that final pre-season game and to get 60 minutes under his belt is absolutely fantastic. And hopefully Jed can just kick on from there and go from strength to strength again this season. We played Gillingham away in the first game with fans back, because that's where I called it the start of the proper pre-season. Subsequently, Millwall were losing 1-0 from the 13th minute onwards until like the 87th minute, where Jake Cooper popped up with a header at the back post after Matt Smith winning headers at the back post like he always does. I was really disappointed seeing that on the Twitter feed, that we chased the game for pretty much, I'd say, 80 minutes. I know the fans would have probably been very disappointed travelling to Gillingham and only seeing the team play out a 1-1 draw. But that's typical Millwall, man. You just knew it. Fans were going to be back for the first time, and you just knew that I'm not saying that they intentionally put on a shit performance, but it's just one of them things where it's typical Millwall. Fans are back for the first time in over 18 months or whatever the fuck it is, like properly. And they end up playing out a 1-1 draw. I'm not too bothered. I'm not too fussed. Couldn't care less. Pre-season's pre-season. It's all about minutes in the legs, fitness, and just drilling the team, getting back into that rhythm, finding your feet kind of thing. We played Arsenal in a B behind closed doors friendly last week sometime. Of course, it's Arsenal from the Premier League. They smoked us. Goals from Balogun, I think Lacazette, Pepe, and Holding for Arsenal. And Dan Ballard, I think it was, or was it Alex Mitchell? I think it was Alex Mitchell with a goal for Millwall. And Rowett subsequently came out after that game and said that he is giving Rowett a headache in terms of whether or not he should send him back on loan or whether he lets him fight for a place in the team this season. Drop me a comment below. Let me know your thoughts on that, what we should do with him. and where you think what you think if you was Rowett and you was in Rowett's position, what you would do with Alex Mitchell, because we've got a lot of depth in the defence now. I feel with the addition of Ballard this summer transfer window, and it just looks a bit competitive now in terms of places in the back four. So that can only be a massive positive with players looking to battle each week for the number one spot on the team sheet in the back four. Obviously, Afobe getting off the mark. Absolutely fantastic. I'm delighted for him, and I'm just hoping, really, really hoping that Afobe can kick on this season and score over 10 goals. Really, that's what I'm hoping for. I mean, I've looked at Afobe's championship goal scoring record. It's not great. I think he's played something like 160 games and scored something like 47 goals. So I was genuinely excited for Benik Afobe to come back to Millwall, but on the contrary of that, when I look at his record, it ain't great, and it really does concern me. Give me one sec, and I'll give you a breakdown of his career stats in the Championship for real. So he's played 160 games in the Championship, all told, in his career. Scored 43 goals, assisted 12. When you look at it, this is what I've been saying. I've been saying that I was excited in the first instance when we announced Benik, and we knew that Benik was going to be joining, but that excitement turns into nervousness and fear, because when you look at the record speaks for itself. That's like one goal every 4 games or something like that, and that's not what we need at this level. If we're going to push or look to push this season for a place in that playoffs, then we need goals from strikers. We need goals from strikers, but we also need goals from all other aspects of the pitch. But obviously your main focal point is going to be your striker. Now, with that kind of record, it does worry me that we're not going to have the firepower that we're all expecting this season. So that is going to be very, very interesting to see how this plays out. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy Benik's back, because his first spell with us ended in injury, very unfortunately so. So I'm just hoping that this one kind of works out. I'd love to see Benik score 10, 15 goals this season, but in an ideal world, is it going to happen? Unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to say no. I'm going to resign to the fact that Benik's probably going to score 8. Do you know what? 10 in all competitions, I'd say Benik might reach this season. And anyhow he beats that, then leave me a comment down below with what the forfeit should be, because I would be very, very wrong. And I'll happily admit, Connor, you got it wrong. Benik done really well. But let's just see how that goes. For me, I'm excited to see Saville back. That's excited me. And I'm just looking to see... well, we all know he's going to be better than Ryan Woods. Let's face it. We all know it. So that's not even qualms. Full spell back. Very unexpected. Wasn't expecting it. But yeah, George Saville is back. Now, predictions for this season, because this is what it's all about. This is why I'm here. It's going to be a tough year again, I think. But the fact that fans are back, and that they are our 12th man, when you look at it on the contrary, when I think about it, maybe last season, there were games there last season where, because the fans weren't there, maybe the lads struggled a bit. But had the fans been there, I was saying that half of them draws would have either been wins, because it's just that extra bit of momentum that I'd say that our fans give the players to be able to get results over the line. So I don't think that we're going to have 17 draws or 16 draws, whatever it was this year. I think we're going to have a lot less, and hopefully we're going to have a lot less losses as well. But I'm going to say that Millwall will finish. It pains me to say this, but I'm going to have to say that Millwall are going to finish 6th. And I will say we will miss the playoffs on goal difference. That's how confident I am that we're going to be a good team this year. But unfortunately, what's going to cost us, and like I say to you, is the reason that I'm worried, is the goals from the strikers. If the goals from the strikers can come and they can score 20 plus goals between them in the league, then bloody hell, we stand a very, very good chance. So yeah, for me, Millwall finished 7th this season outside the playoffs on goal difference. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know where you think Millwall will finish this season. Let me know your predictions. I'll see you in the week, probably Thursday, for a QPR pre-match prediction. I'm excited to be back. I just want to also round this video off by saying thank you for all your support in the last season. Thank you for 50 subscribers on the YouTube page. Here's the road to 100 subscribers. I'm trying my best. So shout out to every one of you that stuck by me, that watches my content, that subscribe to the page. If you're new around here, please smash the like button. Please subscribe. Please leave me a comment. Share it with your pals. And there's only one last thing to round this video off with. Hello, Lions!